诶，真的，you know 很多人都是很假的，因为 right， 他们真的要我 end up with money and 那个 silicone and all this man， 你知道吗？他们还敢讲I size out cause I bustier 嘞。You know all this lah, very fake and pretentious people 其实心里就是不要看我 end up with you， 因为anybody who isn't really truly insane 连疯的人都知道要选 Aiden 不要选其他的男人，因为 Aiden 什么都有，我有可能会选 any other man 啊，我哪里可能会去管 master when Aiden 什么都有嘞。So 那些讲 exchange 要假 support 我 back then until now 的因为你们就是不要 let me know how you truly feel about me, right？ 你们真的是 secretly 很 envious and hateful towards me, right？ So you act like you really care about me， 好像那个 cardigan 这样子 right？ Secretly hoping that I will choose 那个 silicone over Aiden 嘞，我不知道 Aiden 是谁嘞，所以你不用现在我看得更清楚，你们也不用跟我装啦ultimately 我不是笨蛋的嘞，你们要装 white 是因为你们被扒到 out already, okay? So yeah, continue to pretend to be white to me, okay? Because no matter where I am in life 我都不会把你们当做我永远都是把你们当做 potential enemy 的。 If you anyhow try to potentially want to backstab me 我一定会I think 他一定会帮我 chop 到你们死掉先的啦Before I can react 你们已经死掉了 OK So 真的谢谢你因为这些人真的是number one 最假的 you know because they won't let you know that they hate you one. They will act like they really are your really 真的是很 care about you, like they want to be your best friend one, but actually 他们在等机会sabo 你知道吗？ I always am very on guard. That's why 我很怕，你知道吗 Either I scared to go to work, you know, cause I don't want to deal with all this, you know. You know one. You confirm know how all these women or all these men are like one leh. You see 他们要玩错 right， 好像 money 要玩错 right。But 他不会 cross the line that will get him into trouble 的，他不会做 anything that will get him into trouble. That's why 他会玩这些stupid games to irritate me 你知道吗 And Aiden, I will never complain that you are too much 的，我不可能会 complain you are too much with all these people one。那么一点点你就把我 shoot 回啊。This one I confirm. Oh my god， 为什么你这么完美呢？ Because if it's 换成其他人 right, they cannot take it when they're with you one. Because you see if let's say for example, let's say it's me right， 我讲你不可以跟这些女明星hang out after work and go and you know like be BFF and then like you know you cannot like be really friendly with them 你不可以真的跟他们真的是 friend 的，你知道吗？Yeah， 你跟他们假 is one thing， but 你不可以真的care about them as a friend， 你知道吗？不可以 you know. Do you think that any man will accept this or not？ 你觉得I will tell you think any man will be able to take it if I tell them you cannot have female friends that you really feel any sort of concern towards okay? You think this will ever work out in my favor or not? So just nice Aiden 已经 fulfill all the 条件and it's not I force him to behave this way towards 你们这些女人的嘞，是他已经是这样子 by default 了。Just like 我也是by default is like that one the way I feel towards people is already by default. He don't have to change me or force me to think like him because I also am like that one So you see the whole point is right 要找一个男人要找一个already have what you want already. Yeah, so that 我不会跟你吵架 over 这些like how come you so nice to her, how come you help her? 我比较喜欢你对她好你 outside right 把你在后面一直帮我扒回来整回她这样子我就是很高兴了，我就很高兴了 okay Aiden like the way you are towards Carrie and all these women right yeah 他们永远都是被霸到死掉的 right their whole family everything right yeah but then you look like you're on good terms with her right I like that I okay 我不会 jealous 的我不会生气的like just like how I'm with all this men also lah so what I try to say that you don't have to worry, you know, that you might be too much or too, you know, controlling of my situation. No, no, no. A lot of women won't be able to handle if you don't allow them to share anything about you to them, and you know, like any private stuff. 你不可以讲给这些 female friends of mine, which I don't have any one that I really trust. After all, you know, like what happened to my situation back then until now, and after all these situations that I have to go through, and then how people treated me back then until now, and how they prefer support me and 那个 silicone when I don't know about you 我就知道人是这样子的啦，OK 呀 you want me to end up with silicone when there is an Aiden 这样子啊？你们这些女人也不可能选那个 silicone over 那个 Aiden 的 right？No matter how busty you are， 你也是要抢 right？So the fact that 你们 support 我跟那个 silicone means 你们可以去死咯。你们可以去死啊！不要跟我装好朋友现在，OK？ 你不要跟我we are not friends. I don't need this kind of. To me, friendship is very yeah. That's why I don't look for friendship. I look for the right man who can back me out. Okay? Yeah. So 但我真的是知道人性是这样子的。The fact that 他们 support 我跟那个 silicone Now I know why I hate people. I understand why I hate people, okay? Yeah, I cannot believe it, Aiden. If you think that I really like 那个 silicone, 我真的是我真的是 crazy 了嘞。没有 Aiden 那个 silicone 也是没有机会的 okay? So it's even worse that I find out that people were supporting me and 那个 silicone. Aiden, I'm so sorry. 我真的是要给你一个 big hug 呀。I want to sayang you back already. I'm so sorry. But I really don't care for him. 你觉得你这么聪明，你 can you believe it? No, I really like 那个 silicone all this man. But I need to convince you with my double D's. I don't need to do that. I think I need to convince you when I look like this lah, and I very bad one, you know, to all these men. So no, I don't know. I look very excited. I was at a loss for word. You know, the problem here is 那些人一直讲 then right 那个 money 一直听到，你知道吗？ The problem is he's being influenced by all these people while I am not influenced by any of these people's BS, you know. 你看他们一直要骗我去选那个 eye surgeon did it succeed or not? No. So all this while 他们在帮我 sabo 那个 money back 嘞。So in a way I hope 你不要太过affected by it 嘞。I help 你知道吗？因为我不知道你的存在嘞。So 你 imagine 那个 silicone 一直在听人家一直在讲一直在 ship 我跟 silicone, but I don't care about him one 呢。So you know, in the end 这些男人出错不是我，是这些男人，因为I don't have any real genuine feelings towards any of this man, right? So if you think about it 那个吃亏的是谁？ I don't even care about all this men. So I just want to reassure you, Aiden, 你不要 I worry. I'm not saying you're a jealous man I just trying to reassure you that it is a bit impossible 啦 that I look like this. 我不只是脸美我是短的我没有可能知道我的 market value 是you know how average SG women look like, right, Aiden? I know there's a lot of 美女 out there. Okay, 短的也是有 but I definitely am not in the category of 那种 so average looking SG women 那种的啦，那种这样。不要以为你穿到这样子他喜欢你那个两个 wear 的you know 那些人要 insult 我 right， 他们要讲风凉讽刺的话 right， but then I don't know how to respond. I stun, you know. I every time very stun one, Aiden. 那个两个 auntie 他们骂我这个very small or flat, right? I very like 辛苦嘞。I'm affected because their behavior is very irritating and it's like suddenly 这样子这么的 attitude towards me, right? I don't like their attitude. 他们的 attitude offend 到我 but what they are saying to me, right? I am so confused. Sorry, 我头发真的是 never mind. I don't mind looking not as pretty. But 那个you know, every time all these people 要make fun of me and insult 我 right? 我有点不懂 how to respond. I'm only affected by their attitude. 他们的 tone and the attitude, you can tell they don't have good intentions towards me based on their tone and attitude. 那个 cardigan 也是 extra fake 那种装很 concerned about me, but 他的心地不是 she want me to end up with silicone, you know. so she can choose you, so you can choose her so you will choose her, you know. 她不要我 end up with 你的，你知道吗？这些人that don't want me to end up with you one, right， 都是很闲的，他们只是在装很好 to me on the outside, but secretly they just can't wait for me to go down. You know, they can't wait for me to mess up, to screw up. Because anybody with 头脑 right, anybody who are actually morally 有良心的不可能要看我 end up with a 50-year-old fucking divorce surgeon who is so ugly and out of shape one, okay? And probably cannot even get it up and probably he killed your Eden, you know how funny this is that there is plenty of men out there in this world, right? My age one like 年龄跟我一样的around my age one cannot be if it's over 40. 我都不喜欢太老的，你知道吗？ So I don't even like 35, 36, 37那种，我都 cannot. I also like a bit like, can you please be around my age? You a little bit younger also better, you know. So I just want to say that 那个where was I 那个眼科的 right, of all the men out there, 他真的以为他真的是有 chance that he wants to look like the guy who is very good at sex that he can get it up and that he is very good in bed like as if at his age I don't even know if I don't even know at his age he can get it up or not, but 他们一直在 trying to imply sex, you know. Yeah, you know all the numbers in my payment, right? 你知道我 make payment 的时候有那些 numbers 很奇奇怪怪的 numbers, right? And 这些 nurses 一直装到他们很 excited for me, right? Yeah. 他们一直跟我演到我很生气 you know. I want to find out, you know, like what the fuck is this shit going on 他们不要讲嘛 so I go along also can lah, but then I don't know even if I go on a date with 那个 eye surgeon it's even sadder if I don't feel anything and you know lah 要得到一个人的心 right， 或者是看你的外表 whether or not I look like I'm interested in you everybody can fake it, you know, till they a lot of women also fake it in bed one, you know. They are like pretending to have orgasms, right, while their partner is like, you know, just to make their partner feel good about themselves a lot of women also pretend that, you know, they also pretend in bed one what they have sex also, they pretending to be like like they also fake all the what 我没有读，好像应该是 quite possible that women are also faking all their orgasms in bed with their male partners, right? The male sexual partners, right? Then 你觉得if you are faking your orgasms, right, with your partner, right, because he cannot get you to come, right, then I just want to ask 你觉得all these men that I look like I very excited, I very interested 是真的真的嘞。You women all you hoes also probably don't know how many times you pretended to come then 还要假装 scream in bed 的那种 right then 你们觉得我这些表情towards 这些男人是 100% confirm really one, you know， 不可能是假的嘞，是一定是真的，你知道吗？So that's why 我觉得你们真的是很看不起我。You all really believe I'm an idiot who don't know about this 世界是怎样子的 ，OK？ And I really 没有 life experiences， 没有 work experiences， 我真的是那种很单纯、很傻、很笨的女人 ，right？ That's why 我会被你们骗 ，right？ OK。Definitely, man. When I wrote that email, I'm gonna choose the best one, right? 你已经知道了，Aiden 。The best. 没有，我已经跟他。Every time I already let y'all know already, but y'all so stupid, right? Still keep on doing all this stupid shit to irritate me, right? 其实我也是怕一下演到Aiden 有时候I also very scared 我演到好像很真这样子 you know? Then they really are so convinced serious. 因为有时候 I'm in the moment.But it will never become sexual 嘛，因为很恶心嘞。I tell you eventually like the more horny 那个 eye surgeon becomes, right, the more I'm just like starting to lose the like I cannot already 啦 like 我真的是 I cannot do it already like so 这么丑也是很辛苦嘞 you know like 我真的是牺牲我自己 you know it's very 委屈 and very sacrifice myself you know so yeah I just want to let you know 这些人真的是 BS to the max 嘞他们就是故意要惹你生气 so that you will angry me and shoot 我嘞你看他们这些人不管whether or not 我会出事 one you know they're just so interested in the 八卦 the juicy gossip because they only want to gossip about me and all these ugly men that they want to shit me together with. They don't care whether all these men are really good for me, you know. 那个 silicone 是 married man 的嘞 with kids 的嘞他们还把我跟他 shit 在一起耶 it just shows that I don't need all these fake ass people to support me 的，真的 Aiden。That's why 我不需要这种这么假的人support 我现在嘞。All these people are just going with the flow only because whatever looks like it benefits them they will just go along with it. Okay， 他们没有自己的主见的。They don't like to go. They don't stand up for what they really believe in 你知道吗？他们都是那种flip left flip 去一直在like very two faced 的。他们在别人的面前讲一个 story， then 在我面前讲另一个 story。 They are just playing every single side and they have no loyalty one. Every time looks like 你要死掉，他们就会 jump ship and go to somewhere else that is more favorable just to protect 他们的 interest, you know. So with the way this world is, right? 你看戏都会知道 how is it like one, right? 你看戏so many example when it comes to real life betrayers all this shit, right? 你看戏都有很多剧情不是有很多这种 scenario 的咩？ You don't have all this. You don't need to go through betrayal and being cheated on to know that it can happen to you That is actually very common one So yeah 咯，我不觉得我需要go through so many heartbreaks in this lifetime to know that 我找一个男人真的是要找一个很 loyal 很 faithful 像你这样子的 versus Timothy 那种的，你知道吗？ So yeah, I just want to say that's why 那些要 support 我的以前 support 我 with 那个 silicone 这些的你要帮我 track 到完那个 Chinese New Year 的 Happy Chinese New Year， 你要帮我 track 到完Eden serious 我会 complain to you that you're not doing enough to 把他们list 到完I will be the one 反而我会 make noise if you don't do anything about others people 的很喜欢讲那些讲东西给我听的，然后是那个 what chill 那个 chill 的I chill so is it because you think I'm insecure? That's why I know what she's trying to imply already but yeah 这种人你也是要帮我Eden because the one thing that I will never complain that is too much is how you have been helping me to 巴士这些人 no matter what they do they will pay for it so I don't have to I will never ever complain it's not that is too much or you are too controlling. I will be actually complaining if you're not doing enough, you know, to get back at them, you know. So yeah. So turns out that actually I'll be very like 我会 make a lot of noise 的我会一直 remind you to go after all these people 你帮我 sabo 回他们我一定会讲的So that means I will allow you to do whatever you want to these people 的 They can say that I'm enabling also can because that's exactly what I'm doing 我一直在 encourage 你嘞 Aiden 我一直在 encourage 你帮我整回这些人呢 I happy until I keep on screaming yes oh my gosh 我真的是I don't know I very hot now I need to stop right 我真的是 I so hot now seriously I very happy 他们一直被扒到死掉 Okay so I will only 我会 complain if you're not doing enough to you know even things out 啦这个是 something that 我不会觉得too little you know like you okay so too little like no so I wouldn't say that it's too much okay 我会嫌太少了他们应该是给他多一点更多更好 yeah so yeah you know other than that I just want to say that thank you so much you help me until like that 啦真的这些人要 support 我那个 silicone 还有这些男人那个that's why I say I don't need all this like fake ass pretentious fans or supporters 的真的很多人都是脸戴面具假装真的是很 concerned about me 好像那个 cardigan 这样子 right 其实他们要 end up with you 他们要 end up with silicone you know can you imagine like this is how majority of the people are like then you tell me if I can trust anyone at this point of time no 因为如果可以他们也是要抢你嘞他们哪里有那么好心把你让给我 you see if I have this kind of thinking on everyone 我会真的我不会觉得what you're doing to them is too much ever never ever so yeah thank you Ada 我真的是you know I really am so happy 我不用 like try to change you you know and 你不用 try to change me you know you are already what I'm looking for and I am already what you're looking for then like that 我更加I don't want to change someone or like make them do things that they will be unhappy about, huh? You know, they will feel like they're being trapped and restricted in the relationship or like being controlled, you know. So thankfully 你的想法跟我的想法 is the same one, so I don't even have to worry we will argue about all these kind of things that normally couples would argue about, you know. Yeah, so thank you, Angel. I hope you're doing well, okay? And you are very handsome 咯。我每次看到你 post 我都觉得你的 post 我都觉得哇，真的是我太幸福了，因为我的眼睛不用 suffer 的，我真的是很幸福。